What's up, everybody? Gonna pull up the link here. So I can see all your comments. And it would seem like my speakers are on. Try to get rid of that. There we go. Looks like I have the wrong video up. Shucks, hang on. I'm gonna do some playing for you here. Gotta find the link. I don't see it. Why don't I see it? Let's see here. There we go. I think I found it. Yes. Yes, okay. All right. All right, it's a snow day here in Nashville, and we're all stuck at home. Everything's canceled. The whole town is shut down, basically. And I figured this would be a great opportunity to get on camera here live on YouTube and maybe do some playing. If anybody has any questions, definitely write them in the chat here. I will see it on my monitor and answer any questions or take any requests that you might have. So I'm not going to stay on long here today, but maybe let's do this again tomorrow at noon, because probably we'll all be stuck in our houses all day tomorrow as well. Very likely. Probably all the way through the end of the week, really. So let's say, I'll just say this, at noon tomorrow, let's go, I will be back here again on YouTube live. Noon tomorrow, Tuesday. Today's the 15th, tomorrow is the 16th. So I'll just say this announcement. Tomorrow at noon, YouTube live, come back and I will probably do a more extended live session. And again, take requests, any kind of drum lesson, instructional kind of stuff that you want to know about, hand technique, drum set, coordination, independence, mobility stuff that I've been working on, and so on and so forth. Career advice, just anything. Just kind of let's have some fun with this, because I am stuck at home probably just like you if you are anywhere in the Nashville area or anywhere in the Midwest, I imagine. And maybe even in the Northeast too, but at least in the Northeast you guys have like snow plows and you plan for weather like this. And so it doesn't paralyze the entire city. I'm from New York, so I know about these things. I had to drive home in the snow yesterday from a rehearsal that was on the other side of town, and it was not very much fun. It's been a while since I drove in the snow, but I at least know how to do it. The trick is go slow and leave tons of room in front of you from the other car in front of you, and then when you're turning, go really, really, really slow. So there's a lesson on how to drive in snow. Yeah, let's play a little bit. Is there anybody on here yet? Doesn't look like there is, but that's okay. Oh, there's 3 watching. Oh, cool. Hey, if you're watching, just say hi in the chat. I'd love to know who you are, or, where you are, or if you're, If you have any requests, anything, just say hi. Love to hear from you. D's nuts. All right. We have D's nuts in the house. I love it. See? That's what I like. There's another one. Oh yeah. Maxim Popov? Is that how you say it? Popov? Not sure. But yeah. Hey, what's up? So thanks for joining me here, and let's just have some fun for the next few minutes. I do want to watch the Bills game, the football game that's about to start in about 20 minutes or so. The Bills playing, I think it's the Steelers. Should be an excellent game. It's the NFL playoffs, and looking forward to that. So I'll be on here for the next few minutes. Your favorite student in VR, Louisiana. Is that really your handle? D's nuts? That's so funny. Oh my god, I'm cracking up. Okay, you guys crack me up so much. So it's really cold outside, and it's really cold in here too. So let's just try to warm it up and play some drums, and let's just have some fun. I wear these for ear protection. My whole rig is off just in case the power goes out with this crazy storm, but it helps me to so I don't go deaf. All right, here we go. Let's play. If you guys have anything that you want me to play or demonstrate, or I don't know, anything rock, jazz, double bass, independent stuff that I'm working on. I just got this Steve Gadd book. I haven't even told anybody about this, but my wife bought me this Steve Gadd book for Christmas. It's incredible. What an incredible resource it is. If you want me to maybe go over, I've got the Ted Reed book here. Just to do like some exercises and stuff, and I could show you some different things that I do with this book, just for all sorts of, lessons and independence and, coordination, strengthening stuff, all kinds of exercises. But yeah, I could take the syncopation book here, page 37, and just show you I read the melody line using the toms, and then all the filler stuff's on the snare drum. So we're playing so all the notes on the page are accented notes. The right hand plays the floor tom, the left hand plays the high tom, and the unaccented notes are all played on the snare drum. So it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's like the first 4 bars. Now, instead of doing what I just did, instead of playing just triplets on the snare drum, I'm going to turn all the unaccented notes into doubles. So what that sounds like is this. It's a great exercise for hand strengthening and just getting your rolls together and just getting around the kit. Let's see. Todd Zuckerman, drummer from Styx. I attended one of his masterclass, kind of a group sessions that he did a few years back, and he talked about these groupings of 3s and 5s. So if you group 3 and 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, so it works out, across the bar, so that it works out in a 4/4 bar. Basically, if you take a group of 3 and then a group of 5, so it's right, left, kick is the pattern. So that's the group of 3, and then the group of 5 is right, left, kick. So that sounds like. If you repeat those, now you put the group of 3 and 5 together, and you have. Okay, so there's that. But what I did is, instead of playing right, left, kick, for every kick note, I'm turning it into a double with the double bass drum. So it becomes. Okay, so from there, you can take each grouping of 3 and each grouping of 5, and you can double it. So you can go 3, 3, 5, 5. Okay, so you throw that around on the toms, and you get some crazy patterns and permutations. Exactly what I'm playing and where I am in the bar. Now, those are just 3s and 5s. We can also add groups of 4, which would be, let's see. So I'm playing a 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1. So it's just right, left, right kick, right, left, right. But I'm adding a flam on the first one, so it's. So you split the hands up and you have. And that in and of itself is very, very cool. But what if we changed again? Turn the kick drum note into a double with the double bass pedal. Okay, so now we have a grouping of 4 as well to add to the grouping of 3 and 5. And so when I go around the toms, I'm adding a flam on the first note of every grouping. So if it's a grouping of 3, or a grouping of 5, or a grouping of 3 and 5. Or a grouping of 4. You have to spend some time with these and sort of master them one at a time, and then sort of start to piece them together so that you can create phrases and just kind of create flow out of it, so that they just kind of flow out at will. All the while, you want to be knowing exactly what you're playing. That way, you know where it fits into the bar, and you always know where the 1 is. And that takes time. It took me like the better part of a solid year to really get these down and comfortable, to the point where on a live gig I could just feel confident enough to rip these out, or like in a solo or something, so that I wouldn't stumble or stutter or get lost in the mix of all the notes that are being played. But the key is just knowing what groupings you're playing, and how that fits into the bar of 4/4, let's say, if you are in fact in 4/4 or 3/4. Okay, we've got some comments here. Did I ever train maximum speed on double bass? So no, to answer your question, I never had any formal training on double bass at all. In fact, I never even started playing double bass pedal until I was like close to 30 years old. I want to say like maybe 28, 20, like my late 20s. I bought my first double bass pedal, my first Iron Cobra, and I can still remember it like it was yesterday. I got that pedal and I set it up, and oh my gosh, my left foot was just worthless, like a piece of meat, like a piece of ham, just like I was horrible at it. And just over the years, I've sort of chipped away at incorporating the double pedal into my playing for no other reason other than I just like it. Like, I just kind of like the way it sounds with certain things. I enjoy the challenge of it, and I would just bring the pedal with me on the gig, the double pedal. Whether or not the gig needed it, it was there, and if nothing else, on a big trash can ending, I could at least just play, with the cymbals kind of going. And actually, there's something I would like to show you about that. But in regards to speed, no, I never really have worked on it. Maybe until recently, where sometimes I'll do these warm-ups. When I first sit down at the kit, I'll set the metronome to 135, and I do these warm-ups with my hands, but also with my feet. So to start out with, I'll match my hands I'll match what my hands are doing with my feet, and see how long I can do that for. So I started out at metronome 135, which I don't know if you can hear this, and I'll go. So basically, the pattern is eighth notes with the right hand, 1 bar, 2, 3, 4, 1, and now switch to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the whole thing repeats. So we're playing a bar of eighth notes, and then 4 bars of sixteenths, and then another bar of eighth notes with that right hand leading. And then we switch it over, we mirror it, and we do a bar of eighth notes with the left hand, and then 4 bars of sixteenths leading with the left hand, and then to finish it off, another bar of eighth notes with the left hand. So I'm going to mirror that with my feet. My feet are going to do exactly that in unison with my hands. And this will be the start of my warm-up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now left. And then repeat. Okay, so I'll do that for a few minutes until I start to feel really warm and loose. And then from there, I will bump up the metronome to 150. Now what I do is I'll always add 15 BPMs. So I'll go to 150 and do the same thing. And then once 150 starts to feel good and warm and loose, I'll go up to 165. And then same thing. And then I'll go up to 180, same thing. 195, and last I'll go up to 210. Now, keep in mind, my feet will only go 150. Like, this is 150. This is probably like my maximum speed. Let's see if I can do it. That's super clean. But I'm really cold right now too. I mean, it's freezing in here. You see, I have this giant sweater. This is the warmest sweater I own. I need 3 more of them. So this is the only thing that I've really ever done as far as speed and like measuring out my speed on bass drum. Left foot is sloppy at first. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So you hear that. Definitely, my left foot is still weak. It's weird because I'm actually left-footed by nature. Like I kick a ball with my left foot. I do a lot of things left. Like I bat left-handed. Let's see what else. Golf. I don't golf, but if I were to golf, I do left-handed. I throw a ball with my left hand. But there's a number of other things I do right-handed. Like for instance, if I sit down and eat a meal, it's my fork is in my right hand. I write with my right hand. I'm a little bit strange like that, but I am for sure left-footed, but you'd never know it when it comes to playing double bass. And in fact, I work hard at, when it comes to double bass, I work hard at really trying to stay right foot minded. In other words, I want to start and land on my right foot because to me that's my dominant side when I'm sitting at the drum set. Everything starts and ends with the right foot. So if I were to play a pattern like, let's say if I play a double bass pattern that's like it's always starting with the right. Like the right will always be on the beat. Even if I have to play a broken pattern like idea that the feet are sort of assigned a certain group of notes. So the right foot always plays eighth notes, right? And if I have to play any 16th notes, if they're broken up, the left foot will take care of that. So it's that I continue to work on in my playing, and sometimes I'll just sit down and I've written down a whole bunch of patterns, kick patterns that are like broken 16ths, and sometimes I'll just go through them and just work my way through them and just to strengthen that end of my playing. Now I don't often get asked to play I'm amphibious, yes. I don't get asked to play stuff like this too often, but if I do, I want to be comfortable. I don't want to have this huge hole in my playing, like a giant weakness. So these are things that I'm working towards strengthening in my own playing. I see a question here. What foot technique do you use the most? Yeah, mostly heel up. Mostly. But it does depend on the volume, like how loud I'm playing or how loud that I want to play. As far as double bass though, for the most part it's heel up because I just feel like that's the most powerful, and I feel sort of more balanced, like, especially if I'm doing just like flurries of notes between the kicks and the hands. It's heel up for sure. But sometimes I do work on heel down and just because it's a different muscle group and I can feel it right away, even just playing that right there for the small amount of time I just did that. I can feel this muscle, the front calf muscle, like in the front of my, like down below my knee. I feel that muscle is getting worked. It's a different muscle group. And I'll say this, I mean, I've learned just through watching videos of Thomas Lang play, and he has quite a few videos on demonstrating different bass drum techniques, heel up, heel down, and sort of like a middle ground, if you will. It's been, I don't know, I have to review that exactly. I don't want to tell you something that's wrong, but he has this really great exercise for your feet, and it's just triplets. So it's like, let's see. So it's what I'm doing is going, I'm doing right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left. And the right is doing heel up, but the left, the two filler notes on the triplets are heel down. So it's like an accent. So it's like, this is something else that I'm still working on, and sometimes I'll just sit here for a few minutes and just kind of drill that pattern. And there's a lot to like working on that and getting different tones. You'll notice that you'll get a different tone out of the bass drum depending on if you play heel up or heel down. If I play heel down, there's one tone. If I play heel up, it's a different tone. The heel up has a little more attack. There's a little more top end to it. The heel down tone has a little more like sub bass, like sub frequencies on it. Depending how your drum is tuned, of course, you might hear that more than other drums. Let's see here. What's the name of the Steve Gadd book? Yes, so that Steve Gadd book. There's actually two books. It came with two books, and the one book, it's over there near the computer. That's the book that has all the text in it and all the interviews and resources. It has all the gear that Gadd has used over the years, and all the information is in there. I mean, it's quite informative and quite a treasure trove of information. This book that it comes with the binding here, these are all the transcriptions for all the the stuff that the songs that he was known for, all his like for instance, I'm looking at Asia here from Steely Dan, and like the big ending to that. Here's Senior Mouse. Geez, you make me feel like dancing. I didn't even know he played on that. I have to check this out. Spain, the pattern that he plays on the verses, which I've always wondered about. It's so cool. It has like I was looking at it earlier today, and it has like it's kind of like a. So cool. I've always wondered about that. So, and then there's one of my favorites off of one of my favorite records ever. It's like a desert island for me. Oh, there's October Road from James Taylor. I have to check that out too. But off the Chick Corea 3 Quartets record, let's see if I can find it here. I could do a really bad imitation of it, I'm sure. Love for Sale. Signed, Sealed, Delivered. Gosh, there's so many in here, man. There's so many stuff in here that like I don't even know about. Must be in the front. Oh, yeah, Quartet number 2. If you're not familiar with this record, Chick Corea 3 Quartets, that's what the record is. It's called 3 Quartets, the record. And It's one of my favorite jazz records ever. Oh my gosh, this is long. Here it is. Quartet number 2, part 2. Okay? And what's significant about this is that Steve Gadd starts the song all by himself, but what you'll notice is once the melody kicks in is that all the while Steve Gadd was actually playing the melody on the drum set. And it's so clever, it's so cool, and it's something I picked up on as a kid when I bought this record, CD. It was a CD at the time, a product of the 80s and 90s. I noticed it right away when I was like 13 or whatever, whenever it was. Maybe I was in high school when I bought this record, but it's got this sort of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you hear that, and that's literally the melody. Man, go check out this record. Chick Corea, 3 quartets, Steve Gadd. It's Steve Gadd, Eddie Gomez, Michael Brecker, and Chick Corea, of course. And it's a quartet, of course. The whole record is just absolutely slaying. The sound of Steve Gadd's drums, for me, is like the pinnacle of his sound. Like at those recording customs, the 10, 12, 14, 16 toms, just tuned to perfection. His old, dry, dark K cymbals that he was known for all those years. I mean, it's recorded pristinely so you can hear everything. So cool. And as a bonus, there's a song, I want to say there's a song at the end of the CD, I think it's called Confirmation, and it's actually a duet between Chick Corea, who's playing Steve Gadd's drums, and Michael Brecker. Apparently they were in the studio and the other guys hadn't showed up yet, or some kind of, like, the story is like the other 2 guys weren't in the studio, so Chick Corea got on Steve Gadd's drum set, they hit record, and Michael Brecker and Chick Corea just started playing this tune, and they go through trading and everything, and it's so cool, man. Like, to hear Chick Corea play Steve Gadd's drums, and Chick Corea is no slouch on the drums, man. He can play. I mean, he's so creative. But to hear him play Steve Gadd's drums, and you hear actually how the tone of Steve Gadd's drums actually does sound quite a bit different from when Steve Gadd plays his drums. So it just proves that the sound is really in the hands and, through the person playing the instrument more than anything. So, yeah, let's see here. I feel bad for this. No, dude, I don't mind. Yeah, I love that you guys are watching. I got 5 people here. Cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're at 3:45 p.m. All right. So yeah, I'm probably gonna call it quits here because this is getting long already. But I will come back on here at noon tomorrow, and that is Tuesday, January 16th, noon tomorrow, and we'll do some more of this live YouTubing. And this is kind of fun, actually. I'm having a lot of fun. So it would be even better if I get more people commenting and asking questions and stuff. You guys can always ask me anything, and I'll do my best to answer whatever I can, and make it fun for you guys, and not boring, hopefully. So it gives me something to do, because it's January in Nashville. We're all snowed in and can't go anywhere, even if I wanted to. So gives me something to do, a reason to get up in the morning and get dressed and all that stuff. So yeah, thanks guys for tuning in, and hope to see you tomorrow around noon, and tell all your friends, and maybe I'll try to put a social media link up to tell some more people about it. So, all right, guys, that's it for me. I'm gonna go watch some football. Go Bills! All right, guys, take care.